What's going on YouTube?
Washington.
This is Marty for here once again. I woke up like this. I woke up like this. I ain't too flawless. But you know what? Y'all know I love y'all if I come up in this bitch with my t-shirt, my family reunion t-shirt, and my bonnet. My sleeping / shower bonnet, bitch. But you know what? Secretly, this bonnet be giving me life sometimes. I've been sitting there giving you looks like, bitch, what? Huh? I kill myself with this shit. This shit, I love this shit. This is how I keep my hair the way that it does because it's covered by the lamb. Okay? My friends call it a chef hat. But you know what? I'm gonna stop playing with y'all. Let me go get ready right quick. And now we're ready. So, what's going on, YouTube? This is your boy Jamar84 here once again. And I'm here with my vanilla bean frap. Good stuff. And I'm gonna do a video that I haven't done in almost a year. And for those of you who are old subscribers of mine, you remember I used to do the Washington Post, which was where I would report about the news and just various things going on in the entertainment and various things like that. And I had stopped doing those. I forget initially why I stopped, but mainly the reason why I stopped was I had that strike where I can only do it in 15 minutes. And honestly, a video like that, with that 15 time limit, it would be pointless and it just wouldn't work out. So I said that once my strike was over, I was going to try to get back to doing my the Washington Post videos, and of course in addition to all my regular reviews, so that I could post more shit on my channel. And I'm going to start this off with probably the most recent news as far as entertainment goes. And that's with the whole TLC versus Rihanna thing. And I had an initial stance that I wanted to do, but I'm going to do it like this. I still don't understand when people say to celebrities, not only just Rihanna, but Beyonce's come under the same kind of fire recently, how since they express themselves sexually with their bodies, and both women have banging mass bodies, so I don't know if people want them to cover themselves in cloth like a nun or what. I fail to find what's so wrong with the way that Beyonce and Rihanna express themselves sexually. I guess, namely in this situation, Rihanna, that is the one we're talking about. They say, oh, young girls look up to you if you don't want young girls to be acting this way, and this, that, and the fourth. My stance on it is this. It is, as many people have said already, it is not up to these entertainment. It's not up to Rihanna, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Usher, Lil Wayne. None of these entertainers are responsible for raising your kids and for your kids knowing what is appropriate for their age and what's not. If you as a parent have such a stance on entertainers doing certain things and their impression on kids, then I need to question your parenting ability, because if you can't parent and let your child know what's appropriate and what's not, what kind of parent are you? Like, I feel like it's one, if you don't want them to get impressioned by them, then just don't let them listen to her music. You already know what she's going to give you. You already know what you're going to see if you see her, or what it's kind of like a chance, Rihanna might be clothed, Rihanna might not be so clothed. You never really know. So if you really have an issue with that, then you as a parent need to step in. Since you're the one actually in the household, you as a parent need to step in and monitor to the best of your ability. Because, honestly, there's no way to really stop them from seeing it altogether. Like, especially with smartphones and also the technology, it's hard to really stop them from seeing it. Because if they're not going to see it at your house, they probably have some kind of device that you don't even know about. Or they could be seeing it at school with their friends' phones. You really can't really stop them from seeing it. My method would be to honestly just tell them about it. You might as well just tell these kids about everything that they're probably going to see. Sit them down, tell them, show them what it is, and just be like, this is what this is, and this is what's appropriate, and this is what's not. This is what you should be doing, this is what you should not be doing. Because it'd be better for you to introduce it to them. It'd be better for them to see it introduced to them from by you than by the rest of the world. So they can at least have an, okay, I see this, and I know this is supposed to be wrong for people my age. That would just be me. I don't feel like it's the entertainer's job to raise their kids. If you had a body like Rihanna or the other entertainers, I want to show it off too. Shit. I'm just saying. But that whole thing about how she's a role model and all the other girls. I feel like, well, okay, what about the people who are her age? What about her fans who are in their early mid to late 20s, who are in her age range? Like, is she supposed to cover up just because she has a younger fan base? What about the people who are actually her age? Like, what are we supposed to go off of? If we're old enough, we're definitely of age to show as much skin as we so pleased to without, you know, being a nudist and getting arrested. So, like, what would we supposed to do? So that's why I feel like you can't just think about the kids. It's up to the parents to raise the kids. This is the adult. This is for the adults. So there's that. Now the whole how TLC came into the picture. T-Boz, you tried it. And you tried it because you said the statement that TLC became one of the best-selling girls group without selling sex. You fucking tried it. Because we've seen many photos. We've seen that condom shit that they did a long time ago. And even though they weren't necessarily selling sex with a condom thing, they were still talking about it, engaging in it. But y'all did have many of those photos where y'all little titties were out. And y'all had that Red Light Special song and a couple other songs that I can't call at the moment that were all about sex. And mind you, I'm fans of those songs because those songs are hot. However, bitch, don't talk about, oh, every time we see her, her clothes are off and we didn't need to use to sell sex. Bitch, you lying. And I really don't want to come for you because I'm fans of TLC. So, but yeah, but you really tried it, T-Boz. I could shade you in a certain way, but that'd be really fucked up. So I'm not even gonna go there. And Chili, you just as bad. Child, if it wasn't for your laid edges, I'd come for you too. This is good. But regardless, the whole role modeling thing about people coming for Rihanna talking about how she dresses, she's been doing this for years, and yet people are still surprised. I don't get it. And just like how, I forget who it was that talked about it, some older white gentleman talked about how Beyonce is making black women look bad or something to that effect, or has a negative effect on how people see black women. What? All that stuff just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just like, anyway, I could go on and on and on. Moving on to the next topic, because I'll be on here dolling on that for way too damn long. Justin Bieber. And this whole racist video thing. Let me tell y'all my history with Justin Bieber. I was actually a legitimate fan of Justin Bieber when he first came out. I thought it was so cute that this little Canadian boy was found on YouTube by somebody like Usher and was made into this star. And he had that song at the time, One Time. I think it was called One Time, and One Less Lonely Girl, and well, there was a song, it wasn't a single, on his first album called First Dance that I really liked. But as soon as Baby came out, I was over it. Now, My World 2.0, that Baby song was played over and over and over again. I couldn't stand it, and from then on, I was tired of Justin Bieber. I was ready for him to go away. But the bigger he got, the more crazier him and his fans got. He started to become more black, hang around more black people, and started to act all weird. And now here we come to be the these videos. One is saying that him, which looks like it was a more recent time, judging by his haircut, and he made a joke. Damn computer. He made a joke to where he said, "Why are black people afraid of chainsaws?" And the other people said, "What?" And he said, because they said, "Run, nigga, 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 nigga." You know the little sound that the chainsaws made when you roll them up? It's like you saying, "Run, nigger," over and over and over again. And I'm just like, I was confused. I really don't understand how he can be. Is this real? Is this for the... It looks real, but at the same time, how is it that he's able to be around all these black people and take from black culture, but yet feel a certain way about black people? Something ain't right. Now, TMZ, I believe his team released these videos prior to TMZ and them releasing it because they wanted to be the first to put it out and be like, "Hey, we know this is about to happen. We're about to beat you to the motherfucking punch." But how does Usher feel about this? Actually, I saw on the blogs that Usher just recently put out an open letter about it in defense. I haven't read it yet. I don't really plan on reading it because I feel like it's going to be a bunch of bullshit. But I'm just like, especially since I'm already over Justin Bieber at this point. Girl, head on over back over to the borders to Canada. We're done with you. You're having your fans, these little prepubescent teenage girls cutting themselves with Bieber fever. I'm just over it. And really, you really can't even too much sing anymore because after you started hitting puberty, after your testicles fell and they dropped, your quality of music started to decline. And you had that song with what's that dude's name whose hair cut looks like the roof of a house? will.i.am. That Power, that was a hot ass mess. If it wasn't for the beat, child, wouldn't nobody even pay that song no mind. Really, they didn't pay it no mind anyway. But Justin can't really sing that much anymore. He hasn't been dancing like he used to. His whole cute factor has kind of diminished to where he's just like a bitch now. And I'm just over him, and I just need him to get it together. Next topic. Chris Brown released from jail. And Chris Brown gained some weight. Now, there was a lot of back and forth with how people felt about Chris Brown and his weight. Personally, I don't think it looks bad on him, honestly, because if y'all remember, before he went into jail, Chris Brown was looking a little sickly. He looked a little too skinny, okay? I don't know what he was doing in that prison. They was feeding him many meals a day. But Chris done got a little thickums. And I believe he tweeted on his Twitter that he's going to get back to the music, and Karuchi welcomed him to was it a welcome home? Was it a birthday party? Was it just a welcome home party? I can't remember which of the which. But he surprised him and they kissed each other and it was all cute and sweet and whatever. So Chris Brown, I hope that you done got your act together. I hope this new look means a happier version of yourself. I hope this makes you more jolly. But yeah, I've been waiting for new Chris Brown music for a long time. Even though he is sort of crazy, he pretty much, most of the time does make really good songs. And is a really good songwriter and performer, so I would love for us to get back to, loving Chris Brown for his talent and his shenanigans. So, good luck. We'll see what happens. I know Chris Brown is always, once he gets out of trouble, he gets right back in the shit. But we're hoping for the best. Next, I want to talk about some trifling news. Some ghetto kind of comedic news. So, about this woman who had her baby, her newborn, I don't know, her few weeks old baby, dragging on the trail of her wedding dress. Bitch, what possessed your mind to think that was a good idea? Why? And you weren't like of some religion that's ever done something like this. You're part of American culture. So I don't see how involving your baby on the train of the dress. Maybe if you wanted to involve the baby in the ceremony for whatever reason you decided, carry the baby, have the baby on in a nest at the altar or something. If you wanted the baby involved, don't have it trailing on the train of your dress like it's some damn tissue stuck to the bottom of your shoe. And this is a newborn baby. They're talking about, oh, the baby was sick because he was strapped in. How strapped could you really be to a wedding dress, for real, for real? Like, what was the significance? A lady tried to say, oh, I'm grown so I can do what I want. The baby wasn't in danger, or this, that, and the fourth. Honey, I still wouldn't be surprised if Child Protective Services came to your motherfucking doorstep and questioned you on your parenting, because that's a bad sense of judgment. Just dragging your baby across the floor as you get your wedding. What the fuck? That's just trifling. That doesn't make any sense to me. But maybe it's just me. Somebody let me know in the comments what you guys thought about that. Have y'all seen that? Bitches be crazy. And the last topic I'm going to talk about today for this episode of the Washington Post is there was a picture on Instagram where, okay, well, actually, let's just tell the story. A woman drops her daughter off at the salon. A lot of you already know where I'm about to go with this. A woman drops her daughter off at the salon to get her hair done in some kind of long braids that are kind of like micro braids or whatever. So, in normal fashion, the girls do the little girl's hair, and when she's about halfway done, she's trying to call her mom and be like, are you going to come pick up your child? She'll say, like, okay, well, I'll be there at such and such time. Mom never showed up after she finished doing this girl's hair. So the woman the salon or the stylist actually took the child in her car, drove her, I want to say, to both her grandmother's and her mother's house, looking for their mama so she can pay her money for doing this girl's hair. Couldn't find the mama. So the stylist took one last chance, called the mama again and said, if you do not come and bring me the money for doing your daughter's hair, I will cut these braids out your daughter's hair. And apparently the mother didn't take heed to the stylist's warning. And snip, 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 snip them braids out that girl's hair. And apparently she had been in that chair for about 9 hours. So you've been doing this girl's hair for 9 hours. And you said, fuck it, I'm cutting this bitch out. Dropped her off, I guess, at the house. And then the mama gonna try to post the daughter's hair on Instagram, talking about some, look what this girl did to my child. Bitch, if you wasn't trying to be trifling and getting over on folks, wouldn't nobody have done shit to your child. Now, let me know in the comments what y'all would have done if y'all was the stylist. Because personally, I think had I been in that situation, I might have thought to do that. I honestly might have thought to do that. But at the same time, I think, honestly, what I would have done is, I think I would have just took the L and been like, well, guess what? We can't offer services to you anymore until you paid your debt for the last service. Or create a new policy within my salon to where you have to pay first before we do anything. Okay? Because too many people are trying to get over on motherfuckers, especially with hair. Because usually, most times you just do whatever hair you want, you pay for it, give the little tips afterward. But it's like becoming a trend where people take advantage of that. And it's just like, why would you take advantage of people who make you look good? Okay? You want to continue their services. You want to have a good, reputation and relationship with these type of people because they're the people that make you look good. Okay? I have very good reputations with my hairstylists. Shit. I'm just saying. But what else I want to say in this video? Last thing I'm gonna quickly talk about. I'm not really gonna talk about it, I'm just gonna mention it. I am trying so hard not to finish the rest of season 2 of Orange is the New Black. I watched episodes 1 through 5 last night, and I was just all in. This show, it's just so good. I don't personally see how people can't get into it. I'm sitting here getting my life. But I'm like, I've been sitting there, I was just watching. Next thing I knew, I was about halfway through this shit. I was like, hold on now. This shit took a year to come out. Y'all remember, at least when I found out about it, it was about a year ago, like last September-ish, I think. And we're just getting this again in June of next year. That's damn near 10 months. So I'm not going to rush through this shit. I'm going to try to drag this out as long as I can. Knowing damn well this ain't going to last. This ain't even going to last until the next weekend. But still, I love this show. I hope they renew it sooner for season 3. But if you guys haven't checked that out, go on Netflix, set up an account, watch season 1 of Orange is the New Black if you haven't already. Check that shit out. That shit is funny as hell. Or just a good show, honestly. It's not necessarily comedic, but it's just good, in my opinion. And that's pretty much all I got for this episode, y'all. I've been meaning to make that video forever. I might just do it right after this one. Hell, I don't know. I'm gonna tell y'all about this night I went out to the club. I ain't gonna do it in this video because this was already long enough. But make sure you guys leave me anything else that you guys want me to talk about in future episodes of the Washington Post. And also, this is another thing. This is a whole other thing. I've been meaning to bring back also my Q&A with Jay, but I can't bring it back. I can't bring back Q&A with Jay if there's no Q's. I need questions. So in my little outro, y'all see my little outro that shows, my previous videos, my subscribe button, and all my other information. There's an email there. It says jamar84@gmail.com. Send me your questions. Send me anything you want advice about. I'll put you in a new video, and I'll email you back letting you know that you'll be in my next video. I would love to see and get back to y'all, my loyal subscribers. So send me your questions. And also give me comments on anything else you guys want me to talk about. I'll look in the comments for next week's, the next episode of the Washington Post. But yeah, I've dragged this video on long enough, y'all. I love you, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Bye-bye.
Like, share, subscribe.
Washington.